Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Starlink, the battle for Atlas, aka Starfox, the Switch game. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and in the comment section below, tell us your favorite Starfox team member and why they're your favorite. So we liberated another planet again.
Liberation Day is here!
And we're gonna take back more of Atlas today. Need to go back to my awesome ice weapon, because I love this gun.
They should do fireworks in celebration of their Liberation Day.
Nah, this is a very boring, solar system. It's not like Corneria. Corneria's solar system, so much more fun.
I was gonna say, because it's not only day of our liberation.
I'm reading very few Legion signals. Apart from the heat, it appears to be relatively safe.
It's not only the Liberation Day of the United States, but of the world!
Okay, I see what you did there.
Welcome to Earth, or whatever planet this is.
Dang. Pesky Prime is hiding again.
And I have found out that this droning of the spaceship literally hypnotizes me into a coma-like state.
It's like a fan noise.
It's like, for some reason, if they recorded this, it could put me out within 5 minutes.
Yeah, but the Starfox ship is supposed to sound different. Like, the G diffuser system has, a different... It doesn't really have a hum.
I never got put to sleep by Starfox games.
No.
Ever. So,
no.
Yeah, can you hear the hum in the background?
Yep.
The low hum?
Yep.
That is what is messing with me, Luke. That's why I only have one headphone on, so I can't... Oh my gosh. If I was an evil government and I wanted to put everyone to sleep, I'd just broadcast that over every city.
You probably could
put everyone to sleep.
Do something with that humming, but no, that's not... I mean, this is your typical R-Wing. I mean, it looks great for a crossover game, but it has a different engine sound. But also, we didn't really hear the engines a lot in the Starfox game because the big thing missing from this crossover is the music.
Hey you, come here. Let's dance.
I mean, I don't know, it almost feels like the
Breath of the Wild.
Kind of.
Ambient.
It can be a really good game. It's not Breath of the Wild, you know, in the same, we'll say weight class or anything like that. But with Starfox, you know what you're getting. Like, when you fight enemies, it's like you da-da-da-da, bum, 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 bum. And then it's like, okay, we got guys coming in. Roger that, Fox, going in.
Yeah, it helps you get pumped to destroy the enemies.
Get this guy off me. You know?
Thank you. You should do a stand-up comedy routine with that.
Bum, bum, bum. And this game's just like, bum, now, Fox just got hit. Nobody's saying, no! Fox is just here,
it's not intense enough.
That's like a weird dragon thing. I don't want to mess with that.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when we first started playing this game, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, the look of it is really cool. The fact that we get to see Starfox's ship,
but
Ubisoft literally go across different planets.
This so much. Think about all the Ubisoft games that we've played the past 10 years.
They look beautiful.
How many of them have amazing visuals, but the music is just very ambient and meh?
Isn't that the trend in gaming? I feel like that's
the trend in gaming became what's his face? That composer that we
Oh my gosh, Hans Zimmer.
Thank you. They've Hans Zimmered.
He just uses noises. He even admitted that he just uses.
Yeah. That's what they've done.
Mixing.
That's what they've done to modern games.
Sound mixing.
Sound mixing, exactly. It's sound effects with a little bit of... I don't like that.
With undertone.
I think the reason why I really got into Destiny, when Destiny was really popular, and the Star Wars games especially, is the Star Wars games, they have, you know...
really cool music.
Yes! Yes! Every time we play Star Wars, it's fun.
Well, I mean, it's John Williams' music remix, so it has to be good.
I mean, we're running around, we're laughing. When it comes to this game, and based on how our audience views it, no offense, guys, but I know you don't like this series. So
if
that's
it had better music, I think that there would be way more people liking it.
Oh, yeah.
But look at the visuals right here. If you just added really awesome music to this, this would be
this is one of the best
10 million
looking...
times better, I feel like.
It's definitely one of the best looking Switch games of 2018. But it's also going to be a very underrated game because it didn't... This was supposed to revitalize the Toys to Life market. It didn't.
Yeah, this is
It didn't.
But look, the visuals are 1,000,000 times better than No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
And not only is it, like, auto-generated, but these are actual planets. Like, they put so much work into the visuals of this that I feel bad that even if it had more of, like... Even if the music wasn't, like, extremely complex or, like, some kind of, like, score that was written, like, for an orchestra or something, even if it was just more, like... You know, like the way that they filled in music for, like, Batman the Animated Series or something, just with, like, some instruments and stuff, and, you know, I just feel like that would have been more kind of interesting just to mix it up.
The reason why I was able to do the Disney Infinity games, I don't know if you remember this when we did the live streams on Twitch. I found this method of taking, like, little earbuds
Oh my god.
and looping, like, one of my favorite game soundtracks when we were playing the game. And I wish I still had a way to do that now, but our MP3 players are broken. Like, we used to have, like, the little earbuds, and you could stick them inside of our massive headphones, and then you could listen to different music while you're, you know, recording a video, but...
I got so... Yeah, I don't know. I actually tried doing that when I used to stream Splatoon, because I used to get very stressed with the Splatoon music. It was so stressful to me.
Thing.
Sometimes I would try to listen to easy listening music while I was playing Splatoon, but it would be really hard because I couldn't really... I was trying to listen to it off YouTube, and I couldn't really do that while streaming because it would mess up my stream.
But
so.
think of the parallels of this game. We're always saving our wingmates in the other Star Fox games. Star Fox Zero, they really handled that better. It felt like, especially Falco was a flying ace, you didn't need to save him all the time, even though it was a remake. But in this game... your people coming to help you.
Oh my gosh, you're right. That's like totally the opposite of...
Fox calls them in when he's in a pinch.
Yeah.
And only one of them shows up.
It feels like Fox being a flying ace wouldn't really need to call anyone in.
Right, because, I mean, the difference is, one thing I would have liked to see from this game is when the Starfox team comes in, that this boss battles or something... it would be cool to have more than one ship show up.
Okay, how many people do you think are playing this game without Star Fox, though? Are most people playing this with Star Fox, though?
I don't know. I mean, most people that have done the Switch version of this, like, they streamed it.
Didn't like that.
Oh, okay.
And they played as Star Fox.
Few more extractors, and I'll get you precise coordinates.
You better get me precise coordinates.
I don't really understand what's going on with the green-faced lady.
The aliens? They're all a part of Starlink. Starlink is now, like, kind of like a corporation.
I don't remember meeting that lady. But
probably several episodes ago. I don't know. I have a feeling there's going to be 20 episodes of this series. I have a feeling. I think things are going to get really well, and then we're going to get stuck on a planet like this where we can't find the Prime in order for us to go back into space.
Alright, do you think that, like, 5 years from now this will be interesting to watch this? Let's play this back? I don't know.
No, but at least people won't be able to say, oh, another Let's Play not finished.
I hate that when people say
I know, and they keep track of it on that blasted
it's
wiki
like,
page.
But then if we put the whole Let's Play up, they don't watch it, but they expect us to finish it.
Yeah.
Nobody watching. Yeah.
Well, with you at work and stuff like that, I've been trying to hold off on doing... Because I love that RPG that came out in 2018. That is like one of my favorite games of this year. Octopath.
Oh,
but it's like, I also... One of the reasons why I really love it is all your voice acting. But...
Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, I was telling some people in my school, like, oh, I might take a break from my job and just work at home. And they're just like, oh, what would you do? But I'm thinking, now that I'm thinking of it, it's like, for my job, I have to rest a lot so that I can be ready to not fall asleep because it exerts a lot of energy to think about doing different voices and stuff like that. Like, you know, YouTube is kind of like a job that's different than a lot of jobs. It's kind of like, I was thinking about it, it's kind of like a garden. You have to make sure you look at all their comments from your viewers, or at least keep up with most of them.
Most channels don't do that.
You gotta keep up with your social media. You gotta let people know what's going on. You have to keep up knowing what new games you're gonna cover. You gotta keep up with your email as best you can. Try to talk with developers. You gotta come up with new ideas. You've gotta plan out things. You have to plan if you do voiceover with somebody else, you gotta plan that out and do that the same. and you know, if you're playing the game at the, you know, you and I have to plan when we're gonna play 2-player together. Sit down here and crank out videos. Like, we have to plan that. You know, if you're gonna do reviews or collab videos with people, you have to plan that out. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that you have to keep doing. It's just like a garden. You can't just plant the seeds in the ground and then expect the plants to grow. You gotta keep weeding it, watering it. That's like a YouTube channel, you know?
And now YouTube has set it up that the plants die, so it's not like...
So we have to work extra hard to keep the plants from dying, because they're kind of being sabotaged. You got a little gnome coming around laughing. And...
Little gnome pulling up the viral videos. Yep.
Yeah, so speaking of that, you guys, YouTube now kind of considers if you're an active viewer, you to be a spam account, so they will delete you from being subscribed to us. So please, please check back. If YouTube unsubscribes you, you know, I don't like it when we get comments that are like, oh, I thought you guys unsubscribed me from your channel, so I got mad.
How do we even do that?
I got mad and I left. It was like...
Is there a button we can accidentally do that?
Why on earth would we unsubscribe people so that they can't see our videos, so we have to work 10 times as hard to get more viewers? Why would we want to get rid of a loyal viewer that we're appreciative of you watching our stuff? Why would we ever... We've never unsubscribed anyone from our channel, ever. So, like, that would never happen. If you're unsubscribed, then that's because YouTube unsubscribed you. And, yeah, just please subscribe again.
So, a way that we're gonna fight this, guys, in 2019, either my birthday month or Amber's, we are gonna be releasing a website, and the coding is actually being handled by... K-Bro, an old friend of the channels and our former channel manager and bestest friend in the world. He is fighting YouTube by essentially creating a website that kind of uses a coding similar to how you guys were alerted for videos 2014 through 2015. It'll be emailed to your, you know, email, and we'll have the Discord integrated, we'll have, like, social media. It's gonna be a really easy place that you won't even need to come to YouTube to watch the videos. So, it'll be all right there. Easier integration with playlists, little vlog updates, pictures connected to our Instagram. It's gonna be fun. Like, we're not one of those people that's like, oh, YouTube's making things difficult for us, so let's throw in the towel. It's like, how can we improve this?
We got one.
So,
yeah, it's like a challenge. Like, well, if we learn to deal with this, then maybe if YouTube gets fixed, then we'll be able to do even better.
well, Travis and I are creatures of habit, so we're like, why did YouTube change so much when it wasn't broke? Don't fix it. So we're going back to that old mentality for the website design.
Like, just go back. So if YouTube got rid of the alert system, we'll just make the alert system ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And over time, I'm telling you right now, people, that the website's not going to change. It'll always be there. You'll always be able to find it. You know?
And that's also a reason why, like, I'm taking, like, cooking classes and stuff. I want to learn more things so I can do some fun stuff on my channel. Like, I've always wanted to do cooking videos and some other stuff, you know?
Alright.
I wish I could do a...
Buckle up.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah!
Consider your curiosity satisfied. You will meet your end.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Dreadnought only has one prime left. Should be able to take it on.
So, see this massive, like, Dreadnought ship?
Mm-hmm.
This thing is what's dropping primes onto the planets. So if we blow this thing up, no more primes in this sector.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I've always wanted to do for, what I think would be really cool if I could do it for, you know how I always wanted to take flight lessons? I always thought it would be really interesting to film that, like me taking flight lessons, but I don't know. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I really always wanted to learn to fly.
You would just have to get a GoPro on your head.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, like, well, the more exciting the stuff that I'm doing, the more interesting it would be to watch.
Well, how about we do this? This February, Ace Combat 7 comes out for the PS4.
Yeah.
It is a combat flight sim
Oh my
F-16
gosh.
game for the
You're
PS4.
gonna have me practice on a flight sim?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would actually be the same as pretty much flying.
Well, minus, you know, shooting rockets at people.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so you're saying if I were to take flight lessons, I wouldn't be shooting rockets then?
No, but you would.
real
There are
life.
also real flight sim games that you can get. I used to play one when I was a kid, and I'd have the throttle, and I'd have like my dad bought like this. It was kind of like this little buttons thing that had switches and things like that, and the computer would
yeah.
recognize. He loved
I might feel
flying and stuff like that.
It would be safer to learn in the comfort of your living room.
Well, they
first.
actually use a computer, like, video game system to show people when you pay for the expensive lessons, you sit in, like, this trainer thing.
Oh, really? So
It's
it's
a
just
video
a video
game.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just has more controls and stuff like that.
Because they have a small airport, you know, around here, and it's like they have lessons.
Man, everybody's playing Smash Brothers. I want to play Smash Brothers again with you today. We have to do the Mario showcase.
Yahoo!
And we should probably do Mario and Donkey Kong.
Well, I just figured, like, okay, well, YouTube's crazy. Maybe I'll do a bunch of crazy stuff and film myself doing it.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of bungee jumping.
Do you want to know what's missing from this Starfox game? I was just thinking about
What?
this. It really has that Wing Commander vibe, but at the same time, you know, like when you're on the planet in the Landmaster, and it allows you to move like side to side and go back and stuff like that. It doesn't
Yeah.
change the combat in the air. If you're really looking at the combat right now, it's almost like we're on the ground still. So it doesn't have that same feel. I am actually trying to make it look like it's a combat sim
Yeah.
by, you know, turning my ship all the way around, or doing the classic Starfox thing where I kind of like do a loop and then,
Yeah.
you know, come back. Because I don't like just like hovering in place like that, because it takes away from the awesome flight combat that's happening right now. I don't like the controls for this section.
Yeah.
I would have preferred they kept the old Star Fox on rails, or rather went with the Wing Commander approach. Because this game starts out really strong. I will argue to the death to people that Starlink had a really good strong opening where they were under attack and the Starfox team joined up and their mentor got kidnapped, but then it just kind of dragged on. If there would have been more of this, then that would have helped like break up the tension and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
this is exciting, you know?
Yeah, it is, definitely. So this is what I like these times, like, the music is more exciting, everything's more exciting. And then you have the just grinding on the planets where you're just collecting stuff. It's just like, I don't know what to say.
Now, if I wanted to make this challenging, we could take off our guns and just use the R-Wings weapons, but that would turn this into a 40-minute video.
I have to say, yeah, definitely. I have to
Or
say,
hour.
the grinding and collecting stuff on planets was not bad when it was new, but after we had done it so many times, then it got old.
It didn't change the mechanic. It was like, okay, this would be a cool side thing you could do. Let's make bases. Let's do this. But when it becomes mandatory, every single planet, it's kind of like, yeah, okay.
I think it would have been, yeah, like, interesting if we could have... Somehow I thought if we could have built a space station, or... I didn't really feel like we were building a base. Like, if we could design our own base, like, choose what color, or, like, build on blocks on it. I don't know. I'm just weird. I like designing things, so... That would have been... Or plant flowers around. No, I don't know.
They just released a Roller Coaster Tycoon for the Switch. You can build an entire theme park,
Yeah.
SimCity style.
Maybe I should try that. Definitely.
Everybody
Maybe-
loves Roller Coaster Tycoon. But see, I really believe that YouTube is turning into Twitch. Like, I feel like live streaming is what...
It's doing the live.
Yeah, if you can live stream every day, not me, but like one of us or whatever, then you can really help out a channel.
I'm not good at live streaming and
Neither am I.
getting a crowd watching the way you used to.
Smash Brothers was the only reason that was happening.
No, it was... I cannot play Smash Brothers.
Ah.
See, the problem, I can't play most games as You have a general ability to play.
Were you reading the comments for Smash Brothers? Because
No,
like,
I am already aware of how bad I am.
no,
at games.
go back and read the live stream chat while I'm playing Smash Brothers. I had a lot of hecklers.
Yeah, but I could not even get through. Like, that's why I feel like... And I know that, okay, there's probably a lot of people watching that could probably, play all these different games, but are you gonna take the time and energy to start a channel and do it every day? That's basically what it is to make... So
tomorrow night I'm planning on doing because I actually learned from a friend that if you do 1v1 matches in Smash Brothers, the internet isn't that laggy. Like, it's possible to do some online matches. So tomorrow, I'm gonna try to do that, and if you watch the chat, you're gonna see that people are gonna say some very colorful things about how I play.
I don't have the time and energy to actually learn all these. I didn't really grow up with gaming as much as a lot of people. That's why I know that.
Whoa! I
love helping you on your channel, but I'm just not.
Our channel,
but I just feel like for me, I can't. If I spend the next, say I took 3 years off and just played video games.
Boom, baby.
Try to learn all these games, I just can't. Like, it's impossible. It's too late for me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but
there are a lot of people that don't play games that became gaming channels.
I love playing the games with you. I'm just saying, to get the games that have higher difficulty that I would have to play on my own or hold my own stream down, I couldn't do it.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
There we go. The hatches are open.
Like, I like following you in games and helping. I have no problem with that.
Okay, so now we need to go inside of the Dreadnought. You can avoid these missiles if you want to. Our Fox is a level 16 right now, so he's pretty strong for this point in the game. So we're gonna blow this hatch open and then fly right inside.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. We've been flying inside other things.
Exactly. The Dreadnoughts, they play no differently than the Outlaw ships.
But, I'm really glad for, Evelyn and stuff, helping me. And a lot of our subscribers, a bunch of people helping me, like Zach Jones and Charles, and a lot of people helping me play Splatoon because... especially Evelyn with Nintendo Gaming, because if people weren't helping me do Splatoon, I wouldn't have learned.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am terrified of streaming a new game that I've never played, and that is Ark Survival. Like, later tonight, I'm gonna be streaming Ark Survival for the very first time, and I'm terrified because I don't play games like this. The company reached out to us, and I thought we've already looked at this game before.
We have. We checked it out. Well, we bought it because it was just
Did we buy it, or did Tony get it for us?
Pretty sure we bought it.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to try it.
Because of the dinosaurs and stuff.
Yes, the dinosaurs look. And because it was suggested by somebody.
This is exactly like the Outlaw thing, more or less. Except, it has a few more lasers, but if you're at least a level 16 and you've upgraded your shields, then you can get hit as many times as you want. That is the difference between Star Fox and Starlink, is Starlink, your ship can take a lot more punishment, and I don't know how I feel about that because it takes away some of the edge from the game, It's like, oh, I can get hit multiple times, so what's the worry?
Yeah, I felt like that too. I was really surprised when my ship went in a small place. Like, I was surprised that my ship was tapping the outside a lot, and I wasn't really taking damage.
And I'm telling you this right now, Wing Commander, you can't get hit a lot either. You blow up.
Yeah.
X-Wing versus Starfire, you get hit a couple, or Starfighter, you get hit a couple times, you blow up.
My friend, our work continues on the station. Our dream, the Scion, is almost complete. It will strike down Starlink soon enough.
Evil Big Bird.
I like that, because he's like all in feathers and stuff like that.
After I said that a while ago, I remember I was looking up videos of Big Bird, and there are some freaky... There's a video of Big Bird breaking down a door that's pretty terrifying.
Did you hear that the guy who has voiced Big Bird since Jim Henson left, is retiring?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Or he
no.
did retire. He did it for 45 years. He was the voice of Big Bird.
Wow.
And I also think he was inside the suit. No, he
I
was
hope
the
he got
voice.
paid a lot for that. That's a very dedicated person.
Alright, so we're not going to attack another dreadnought right now because that was about 15 minutes just to fight that one dreadnought.
Yeah, it was.
That was kind of crazy.
You did a great job.
Alright, so let's go to Sionis.
It's my own fault, though. My brothers grew up with video games, and I just was a bookworm. You know me.
Here's the thing. If Ubisoft made a Star Fox game and they made it like this, and they incorporated the Star Fox music and like the action-paced part of the game.
Yeah, like if this had music right now, it would be so awesome.
Also, if you had enemies coming after you, we're coming near a planet. There should be like all these ships coming after us, or like.
So you would like the game with people repeatedly attacking you 24 hours a day?
It's a starfighter game. Where whenever you go to a planet, even if you liberate one in a Star Wars game, there's always like a new spaceship that comes from light speed, and you have to fight it.
Yeah, there's always and there will always be defectors.
You don't have to fight it. I mean, sometimes when a ship would come out of light speed, you would get a couple choices. It's like, I can either go the long way, take out like a little squadron, and then...
Yeah, but at least it's a challenge.
Right, if I wanted to take down the Star Destroyer, I would have to. Everything about this game, which I don't like, is mandatory.
Crank up the AC.
This feels like school.
Yeah.
Having to collect everything. It's like a scavenger.
I mean, look at this planet. This planet is completely ravaged. Like, everything is gone. Look at that. See the red bar?
So wouldn't there be people still ravaging it?
See the orange bar? The orange bar is our allies.
Right now.
Yeah, why are all the enemies always gone at every... Oh no, they are right here. But they just don't have any ships attacking you. It's just robots.
Right, well, I mean, this is like a third-person shooter or Destiny right now, you know?
Yeah, so, I mean, right now you do have people, but it would be nice if there were other ships attacking you.
I meant in space, because space is kind of like...
Yeah, since they have robots on the ground, why wouldn't they also have ships coming after you?
And when the outlaws appear, there's only 4 of them that attack you, like from that hyperspace thing.
I feel like this game maybe was supposed to be toned down for younger audiences.
I think you're right.
So that it wouldn't be as hard, but...
But Star Fox was always, like, appealing for everybody while, like, having, like, a good balance.
But if it was for our younger audiences, I think, like, older audiences like the ambient music. So if it's for younger audiences, they should probably have more hyped up music. Because little kids like hyped up Star Fox music.
Everybody likes hyped up Star Fox music.
I know, so does, yeah.
You wanna know what I was so disappointed about? I, remember, like, in 2016, they made a Star Fox anime. Like, kind of like as a hype up of Star Fox Zero, like the reimagining. It was only like a 15-20 minute anime, and it was so well done, and Nintendo showed that they can make anime.
Yeah.
And then they never did anything with it. They just... They did it as kind of like a commercial for Star Fox Zero.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was so good.
I still prefer this game to Star Fox Zero.
Oh, Star Fox Zero's coming to the Switch.
Oh.
I'm gonna play it again, but I'm gonna live stream it this time.
And now you don't have to say what Nintendo told us to say about it.
Well, no, I'm not gonna have any problems with it because it's gonna use the Pro Controller.
Oh,
there won't be any motion controls.
That was your major problem with it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you're good. I mean, not like, we actually didn't say it. I mean, we always give our real opinion, though. Like, that's probably why... I feel like Star Fox Zero is part of the reason why we weren't in their program anymore, because we refused to say that game was perfect. Luke and I did. The Star Fox Zero, because it wasn't perfect.
We even got, like, a Star Fox plushie from them.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I thought we bought that at the Nintendo World Store.
No.
Oh.
No, we got a... I miss getting the Christmas stuff from them, though. Although it looks like we have a package from somebody.
We will again. We'll get stuff again. I really think that many people are gonna...
I think they're gonna migrate to our website. I mean, that's what I'm putting all my energy in on the side.
They're gonna migrate to our website, and a lot of creators are not gonna stay on YouTube. And after a while, Nintendo's gonna have to ask us back, because there's not gonna be anyone left. It'll look like this. This is how YouTube will look, desolate like this.
I feel like Golan Harris is kind of like Charlton Heston. Like, the Kwings can come back after they, you know, cry their stuff out of their cold dead hands.
Yeah.
We're still blacklisted, which is weird. We're the nicest people, and you know.
Yeah, it's probably just because we refuse to compromise our opinion.
I will never compromise my opinion.
Well, there you go. Then you'll always be on whatever list it is.
Because I speak my mind, good or bad.
Whoa! If we can't be honest, if we don't have our integrity,
light it up,
journalistic integrity on our channel, then how could anyone trust our opinion of what we say about a game? If we're not being honest, no one can really trust what we think about anything.
But you see how long it takes to take down these, You know what they remind me of? Do you remember in Justice League? Like, the episode with... They looked like white Martians, they were kind of like germ-like people. They had all these different things on the planet that was creating the smog.
Yeah.
And then when you would destroy it, the light would come back. Like, the Earth wouldn't be clouded up. That's what this feels like. It feels like, you know, we're destroying these things, and yeah.
Yep.
But it doesn't feel like it has more story to that. Like, the enemies... They should show the enemies around you. If they have a problem, they're like terraforming the planet. So when you destroy the enemies, they should like melt or explode after you take care of that stuff, because it's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm really fighting the enemy. They just kind of vanish. You don't see what happens to them. Like, you're fighting an entire squadron, the thing explodes, and then everything just disappears. It's kind of like, it would have added like more of an impact to your accomplishment that you just wiped out that entire enemy base.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, what were you saying? That there should be like a giant thing of smoke or something?
When you blow up the smog generators and you're surrounded by an enemy like this, there should have been like an explosion that shows them get vaporized, so you feel like you're actually accomplishing something instead of just a task of, you know, okay, I have to go blow this up and then move to the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Like, boom, like, yeah.
Well, you know when you find those crashed ships and you're mining data? After you complete the data transfer, it sends out like an EMP burst that wipes out all the enemies around you.
Oh, yeah.
But that's for something tiny.
Explosions would make a better impact on it. For the cool.
Yeah, all the enemies just kind of disappear, like, okay, we're going to the next base.
Another Starlink tower or two if we're gonna face off against cracks.
It's almost like it's a simulation, not real.
Alright, so we're gonna...
That frog face person looks interesting.
Yeah, everybody looks interesting.
At least they have really unique
You would think the Prime would be in this area where, like, all the red clouds are, but... New Prime has landed. See, we took our time, so another one is back on one of the planets we just liberated. This is what I was talking about! But thankfully, one dreadnought is gone, 2 remain, so we're gonna have to take out the rest of the dreadnoughts. Which, probably just dedicate an entire episode to that. I think that would be the wisest course of action. So, that's my nose.
Yep.
We're on Tatooine right now.
I bet Crystal likes to poke Starfox in the nose.
Crystal is such a cool character.
She's messing around with him.
I am
like,
so upset that Nintendo has made her non-canon. Because
there's no way she can be non-canon.
Star Fox Zero is a reboot of the Star Fox franchise since Star Fox 64. It's a complete soft reboot of the entire franchise.
Yeah, the more that... I mean, I thought they just weren't going to have Crystal in the first game. But the more that you're talking about it, it seems like they're not gonna have Crystal at all in the new version.
But here's the weird thing. Crystal appears as an assist helper in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If
they were rebooting it, then why would they...
Also, they have a picture with her and Fox together looking all cute in the Smash Brothers. Like when you know those weird pictures you get when you complete stuff in the game? And they're showing the characters, because they're showing off the camera mode that you can do. They have a cute picture of Star Fox and Crystal together.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's very romantic.
So it's like Nintendo's saying, oh, you know, we still like Crystal and Star Fox together, but she's not in the main games anymore.
Is it... And you really like Crystal, like, what if they introduced a new girl and had Star Fox like another girl? Would you feel really upset?
But that's Crystal's his girl.
Aw, you're so cute. So you're like really attached to Crystal. I thought I thought you were saying Crystal wasn't as good as the other members of the thing.
But she adds another element. She's the empath.
Aww.
So think like Gundam. You know how the Gundam people, like Amuro and Char, they have like that ability? Mm-hmm. Crystal has kind of like that type of stuff. She can use her powers to fly better, and also she is in tune with the galaxy. Like, she's able to feel things that, you know, the other she added something to the Starfox members.
She added another element there.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, like, it really doesn't matter if you're as good at you know, stuff as everybody else. You can't help who you fall in love with. Like,
I wanted more of what we had where, you know, she joined the Starfox team in Assault, and, you know, she was kind of learning how stuff was going. I didn't like Starfox Command.
If she's being introduced, then she's obviously not going to be very good yet, because she's still learning.
Starfox Command added, like, Starfox became a Korean dramedy.
Wait, was it implied that Starfox and Crystal actually liked each other, or did we just assume they did?
No, they were together in Starfox Assault.
Aww.
Starfox Assault is the sequel to Star Fox 64.
I'll gladly pay to analyze them.
And Star Fox Adventures.
Very kawaii, Luke. Yeah, the more that I think about it, it's like, I was thinking, like, I hope that they make Peppy like an older, like, you know, mentor, like Yoda, and then have Crystal in the group.
Here's what they said, remember? Star Fox Zero is a reboot of Star Fox 64 when they are young. Star Fox Adventures took place like a year to 2 to 3 years after the Lilat Wars.
Oh, okay.
So Star Fox Zero is a reimagining of the Lilat Wars, and it was really cool. It was. The story was great. The gameplay, it just needed a regular control mechanic.
Oh, so now things will be a lot better with the regular controls, hopefully.
Well, I mean, that and supposedly Skyward Sword is coming too. I know.
I'm dreading
I told you, this Nintendo president...
I love Skyward Sword, but I'm dreading it.
This Nintendo president, he likes ports. He likes taking what didn't work on other systems and putting it on the Switch.
I bet this guy's got like a list of like, this makes money, this does, this makes money, this doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the kind of person he is.
On the board for the Nintendo directors, he was like head of marketing or something like that. He was like really big in brand stuff. Well, because of him, we might actually get things like a Star Fox anime now and a Zelda anime on Netflix or a Mario show. He likes to put the properties out there. The board really had to push Iwata to do mobile games. Like, that was a huge, you need to do this because we're losing money type of push. This guy, he's just going out and licensing everything. Like, no tomorrow, you know? It's like, you can find Nintendo on other things now. And when I was a kid, you could actually, there were cartoons and all that other stuff. But anyway, people, that's going to do it for this episode of Star Fox. Thanks so much for watching.
Yay.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my upcoming streams. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!